Hello my creative friends. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you how I made this cute Grinch tea light holder. And so I'm going to go ahead and start with one that hasn't been finished. I decided on this one to put the yellow eyes on it. And in case you don't know who I am, I'm Deborah and I'm the hands behind Taylor's Yarn Creations. So enough said, let's get started. What you're gonna need for this is you're going to need a tapestry needle, some scissors, and then I have a little bit of green and yarn. And I have some green and black yarn. So I'm going to be replicating this face here and putting it over here. The thing about this is I used yellow for the eyes on this one. Just a little bit of yellow yarn, but for this one I went ahead and added the eyes that already had the yellow to it. So starting with some green yarn, I'm going to get quite a bit of length here. And to begin, I'm going to go through the bottom to right about the edge of the eye. So up through the eye. Then over, down to the other side. Back down through the bottom. Try to get through the same hole that I came up in. And I'm going to pull it just slightly so that it causes it to go in, as you can see. Then I'm going to go back up through. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side of the eye. Go over, back in, then back down. Again, I'm trying to make sure that I go back through the same stitch that I came out of. And then I'm going to pull it. So that gives it a little bit of shape on the face. Now I'm going to go back up through the stitch here and just kind of go diagonal right above the eye. You can either go, just make sure that you're trying to do the same thing, and I'm going to go like that way, diagonally. Pull it over and then back down. I'm gonna go right here, just above the eye, and then I'm going to repeat that through the same hole about 3 times. Just coming off. You don't need to pull it too tight. Just kind of want it to go through a couple times. And then this time I'm going to bring it back out over about the same stitch. Got that stitch and down here. Just move it down a little bit. And then I'm going to try to position it. You can see it forms his eyes. And if you see that it's pulling too tight down here, you can always take it and loosen it up a little bit. It blends pretty nice. So now I'm going and fasten it back in there. Now you don't have to have this tea light in here. I just put the tea light over there to the side. And then just go ahead and weave your ends mouth and the eyebrows. Go ahead and grab you some black yarn here and here, and then we'll go down to the mouth and then up and then around. So we'll go again up through the bottom, and we'll just kind of eyeball it. I'm gonna move his eyebrow just right about here. And I'm gonna do, I think over here, it looks like it's over a little bit, so I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. Over just slightly. The thing about yarn is you can always reposition it if you need to. So I'm gonna do it like this. I'm just gonna do a short. Bringing it back through. Like that, and then maybe just a little bit higher on the next one. Then I'm going to bring it out on the other side. So it's right about this row, so I'm going to bring it out through on the other side. So you want to do the same thing on this eye. Kind of eyeball it. We'll do it right about here. Bring it through here. You can't make any mistakes with this. You just, if you're not, you can always take the yarn out if you make a mistake. So don't allow the face to make you afraid to do what you need to do. So I'm going to go here and just take this up a little bit and bring it back down through the bottom. You'll get the fur out later. But now I'm going to bring it back up through, and I'm going to go ahead and do the nose. If you don't want as many stitches in between, you don't have to. I'm going to do about 3. One, 2, 3. Then I'm going to bring it back over through the same hole. And so I'm going to, for the mouth, I'm going to put just underneath the nose. Probably a little bit higher if I can. See, kind of like in the center, if you can, of the 3rd row. And if you don't get quite the center, you can always, like I say, move your yarn over some so that it goes kind of in the center. And because I'm tucking it underneath the nose itself, you probably won't see. So now you want to bring it down a little bit. Then you want to start, at this point, you want to bring it down and then bring it back up here for the mouth. Keep your yarn there. And then you're going to bring it down and then around. So for this sake, I'm going to do it, bring it this way and then bring it back up. Trying to keep it around this row. Making sure it's about the eye. Then I'm going to bring it back around. And then I'm going to do the little line of his mouth. So I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. If you can find a better way, that is perfectly fine. Just as long as you get his little fascia here. Then when I bring it, I'm going to bring it back down through the bottom. Trying to get the same spot so that when I tuck it, it won't show so much. And there you have it, the Grinch. Now you'll go ahead and trim all your ends. You're gonna tuck in your ends, and if you want to do something on the back, you can. If you want to just leave it plain, that's okay too. But go ahead and just tuck in these ends, and that will be it.